Good morning. Good morning to you all. Good morning, Kirin. How are you guys feeling? Yeah. Feeling the heat? Right. We will start our practice today laying on our backs. So if you haven't already, I invite you to take a block and you can just keep that out to the side of the mat. And then we're going to just lay down, and you can allow the feet to splay to the width of the mat and the palms to be open out off of the mat. You can lift the shoulders, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, roll the shoulders under. And then you can take a long, deep breath in through the nose. Allow the belly to fill out, the ribs to expand, the chest to lift. And then just open the mouth and release the breath out. Just take a couple more like that. Allow the breath to come in, the body to expand and lift. And then release and relax and allow the body to drop into the earth beneath you. Last breath in. Release the breath out. You can just take a few moments to scan through the body. Just check in with how you feel energetically. You're ready for Friday, ready for the weekend. Check in with how you feel emotionally. And where that whole space in the body physically. So where our emotion sits, where our energy sits in the body. I invite you to welcome all of yourself here into this space. So as we move through a dynamic flow today, I invite you to back it off where you need. I invite you just to honor where you're at. You want to push a little further, you can. If you need to pull it back and rest, take an extra breath. And sometimes we can show up at 100%. And then other days, we need to reserve some of our energy. The invitation is for you to discern how much you push, where you pull back, what you can offer today to the practice. You can start to draw that right knee into the chest and give yourself a squeeze. You can start to make little circles with that knee. So drawing that out towards the side and then pressing the shin into the hands and then back. Just creating a little space in the hips, the glutes. And then you can draw that knee in to center. Keep pressing the shin in to the hands. Can take a flex of that left foot so both legs are active. And then you can slide that right knee out to the right side, keeping hold of the interlace. And then you can release the interlace and just slide that right hand up to the blade of the foot. So a half happy baby. Left hand can come up to sit on top of the left hip, drawing the hip down, keeping the leg active. You can start to open that leg out to the side, maybe extending the heel, lengthening the hamstring. And then you can draw it back in through center. Slide the left sole of the foot up onto the mat. The right ankle sits on top, and you'll just press that knee away. So drawing the knee towards me, there should be this open space in that right hip. And you should feel this down the side of the right hip, and the psoas, the hip flexor. And then you can reach the interlace in between that left, underneath that left thigh, or on top of the left shin. Draw the chest through, drop the shoulders back, and then gentle tuck of the chin once again into the chest. You can rock a little side to side, create a little more space by connecting to sensation. Becoming aware of where there's tightness in the body. Take one more draw or inhale in, drawing the knee in a little closer. And then you can extend that left leg up towards the sky. Take the hands behind the calf muscle, the thigh, maybe reach up towards the ankle, and then again drop the chest or the back body down to the earth. You can flex this left foot, toes down towards the shin. Maybe bend the elbows, draw the leg in a little closer. And then a release of the hands from that calf muscle. You'll just slide the right knee on top of the left, and you'll draw the heels down. You'll reach up to either grab the shins or the blades of the feet. If you can't reach the blades of the feet, just take the shins, lift both heels up away from the buttocks, and see where you can find that alignment or parallel line for the shins. And then draw the shoulders down, soft bend in the elbows. Knees in a little closer to the chest. So if you would like a deeper stretch, move that left heel up away from the glute. Maybe Lucia, I know you can do that. There we go. And then draw knees in. And then from here, you'll just release the hands from the feet. You'll bind that right foot underneath the left. Maybe bring that left foot to the floor to help adjust. If you cannot bind to the foot, that's okay. So we squeeze inner thighs together, and we'll reach those arms up in line with the shoulders. We'll take left arm on top of right. So eagle arms, eagle legs. Right leg stays on top. Good. And then we'll draw the elbows and knees in to meet. Lift the back up off the floor, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Next, inhale, we'll lengthen through hands and feet away from the center of the body, and then exhale, draw elbows and knees in, round. Inhale, extend, and exhale, round, draw in. Inhale, and exhale. For 3, lengthen, and squeeze in. 2. Inhale, lengthen, and then draw knees and elbows in, squeeze, lift the shoulders up a little higher. Good, a little higher. 2, 1, just cactus the elbows out, and then we'll drop the knees over to the left. You can unravel that right foot if it feels right, and then you can take that left hand on top of the knee. Keep that right shoulder down to the floor, elbow down. And then take a deep breath into the belly, allow the ribs to expand. A complete breath out. You'll draw the knees back through center. You'll extend that right leg, draw left knee into the chest and squeeze it in. You can take these little circles with the knee, keeping the shin pressing into the hands, and then just massaging and creating space for the joints, the ligaments. You can flex that right foot and then draw that left knee in towards the belly, continuing to press away into the hands. And then you can bring that knee out to the side, but keep the lace of the fingers. Left knee out to the side. And then you can slide that left hand up to the shin or the blade of the foot. The elbow sits to the inside, right hand to the hip flexor. Keep that right foot flexed. You can start to extend the heel, the leg out to the side. Couple breaths. And then you'll draw it through center. You'll slide the right sole of the foot up, left ankle on top of the right thigh. Flex the foot, press that knee away, the knee towards me, create space and opening for the left hip flexor. And you may feel this down the outside of the hip. And then you can reach the hands into interlace underneath the thigh, or if you'd like a little bit more on top of the shin. Draw the chest through, drop the shoulders down, tuck the chin. You can move a little side to side. So Eduardo, hands come into the inside of the hole, yeah, and keep that left foot flexed and on top of the thigh. So draw it up towards the knee a little. There we go. Draw it in just a little bit closer. Take a deep breath in. Complete breath out. And you'll extend that right leg. Take the hands behind the calf muscle or behind the thigh, or reach up towards the ankle. And again, drop the back of the head, draw the chin in. Maybe a soft bend in the elbows as you draw the leg a little bit closer. And then you'll release the hands. You'll slide that left knee on top of the right. So keeping that left leg on top. You tuck the toes under as an option. Come into eagle legs. I like to press the right foot to the floor. Squeeze inner thighs, draw knees up. Reach those arms up and take right arm on top of left. Round through the upper back as you draw elbows in towards the knees. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Good, next inhale, lengthen, extend, arms, feet away from the body. Exhale, draw elbows, knees in, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. 3, 2, 1. The exhale, you draw in, round, hold, lift shoulder blades, like knee, elbows up to knees. 2. Good. 1, cactus the arms out to the side. We'll drop the knees over to the right. You can unhook that foot. You can take the right hand to the top of the left knee and draw it down. As you draw that left shoulder, left elbow, take a deep breath in. Complete breath out. And then you can slowly just begin to draw back through center. Both knees into the chest. Take the hands to the tops of the knees and breaststroke the legs. So circles with the knees. You can start to extend those legs away from you, opening the circle. And then you'll draw those knees back in towards the chest. Have the knees stack over top of the hips. As we press those knees away from us, we start to lift the back of the body. And then we can rock up to a seat. So let's cross the legs and move over onto the hands, onto the knees, tabletop. You take that right leg out long, extend it back, can squeeze through the toes, active leg. You can lift that right leg up a little bit higher. And then on an exhale, you'll draw knee in towards the nose, round, hold here, press down into the mat. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, draw in and round, hold. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, draw in, round, hold. You'll look forward towards me. That knee will come out towards that right elbow and just press or draw that right foot out in front of the left knee. And we're going to walk the hands forward, slide that left knee to the outside of the right foot. Exactly. So think tree pose, but the inside of the foot is to the inside of the knee. Yeah. We draw the hips forward, so we draw that right knee back, and we can reach those arms forward and start to sit back, just to hover above the earth. Inhale, lift the hips up. Doesn't matter if we don't go so low. Exhale, drop back. Inhale, forward. And then exhale back. Let's take 3 more like that. 2, without sitting down. And 1, lift up. And then we'll come back just to hover. Keep reaching forward. 3, 2, 1, we'll sit. Use the block underneath the hip if you need. You'll take the hands back and we'll start to move a little side to side, opening once again through that left hip flexor. So we will be working with the hips today, a little with the shoulders. Maybe come down onto the elbows. And we'll take 5 breaths together here. Breathing in, allowing the breath to fill the front line of the body. And breathing out, releasing, relaxing, coming into that depth. In, perfect, and out. 3, 2, and last breath in. At the bottom of that exhalation, you'll press into the hands or the elbows, help yourself come up, come back. You'll bring those hands forward. We'll keep the legs as they are, and we can drop the elbows, maybe the head. If you'd like a little bit more for the glute here, start to walk the hands over to the left side a little. Last 3 breaths. And then slowly you can start to come up, walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. From here, we just turn that right foot out, wide leg, child's pose. Reach those hands forward. You can move the hips a little side to side. You can lower the chest towards the floor, rest the third eye or the cheek. Last couple of breaths. And then we'll start to make our way back into a tabletop. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Extend that left leg, point through the toes, squeeze them together. Glute is active, press through the hands, and then draw knee in towards the chest as you exhale, round through upper back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in just a little bit closer, round. Inhale. And exhale, round, hold. Last one, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in, round, hold, press down. Stay here for a moment. That left knee is going to come out towards that left wrist, and then the foot's going to come out in front of the right. Good, slide that right knee out to the side. So the arc of the foot's to the inside, and we can lift up. So as you look towards me, should be a hidden left knee. We draw the hips forward. Good. Arms forward, and we start to hover the hips back towards that heel. Take the heel out a little bit wider. Yeah, inhale, lift. And then exhale, drawing back. Good, Dougie. Use the hands if you need and just lower gently, just a little. Last 2. This is going to come in handy in the last part of our practice today. Good, we'll hover and hold. Good, keep reaching forward. And then you can sit back. So just remove this left heel, Dougie. Aggie, this left knee is bent. Good, we can start to walk those hands back behind us. And you can move a little side to side here. Maybe drop down onto the elbows. And then we'll breathe together for 5, bringing the breath into the front line of the body, allowing the chest, the belly to expand. For 4. For 3. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last breath in and out. And start to rock up onto the hands, the elbows. Walk the hands forward and we'll fold in here. So you can reach the hands forward, you can rest the third eye. If you'd like a little bit more, reach over to the right side and maybe feel this a little deeper on one side than the other. Last couple of breaths. And then slowly you're going to walk the hands back through center. Press into the hands, turn that left foot back. And we're going to tuck both of the toes here. You can actually bring them out to the width of the mat. And as we start to press back, we'll come into a Malasana Squat. You can move a little side to side, create a little more space. Maybe close the eyes, maybe round through the upper back, draw the chest in. And just moving in a way that feels good. Maybe receiving a little more of a stretch as you press into the ball of the foot or drop the knee. And then you can start to make your way through center to still in Malasana. So you can bring the hands to the heart. You can press the elbows into the knees, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Take a long, deep breath in. Open the mouth and release the breath out. You can start to drop the hands down towards the floor, walk out to a downward facing dog. Adjust the feet so they're hip width apart, and then you can start to pedal the heels down towards the floor, bending the knees. Keeping the chest close towards the thighs. Keeping the hips high. Soft bend in the elbows. You draw shoulders up towards the ears and then press away. Nice, Corinne. You can rise up onto the toes. You can drop the heels over to the right. And press those hips back, chest back towards the legs. Rise up onto the balls of the feet and then drop the heels over to the other side, pressing chest back, hip out. Rise up onto the toes, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. You'll draw forward into a high plank. Hands underneath the shoulders. Good. Active thighs. So as you press through the hands, lift through the heart. Samoan, lift the buttocks as well, and then tuck the buttocks under. Squeeze the glutes together. Good, nice doggy. From here, drop the knees, the chest and the chin, keep the hips up. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower, either halfway or allow the chest and the chin to meet the earth. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, lower, untuck the toes, cobra pose. Inhale, press the chest up, shoulders draw back. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale, lift up a little higher. Elbows bend, exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Press back onto the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Rise high up onto the tiptoes and draw those heels over to the right side. This time, press through the blade of that left foot, bend that right knee. Draw the chest a little closer to the thighs as you press back. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Drop the heels over to the left, press through the blade of that right foot, bend to the left knee. Chest back, hips up. Inhale, draw through center. Exhale, downward facing dog, dropping the heels. Draw forward back to high plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Spread the fingers wide. Option again, drop the knees. You can skip the push-up if you would like and stay on the knees or just here in plank. Option to lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, press up or use the knees. Exhale, halfway, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale. In. Good. Dougie, exhale, halfway. Last one, press up. Vinyasa, move through chaturanga, dandasana, or drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or urdhva mukha. Exhale, ardha mukha, downward facing. Take that right leg high, inhale. Draw knee in towards the nose, round, exhale. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, round, a little closer. Last one, inhale. Knee to nose, round, hold, hold, hold. Then take that knee to that right elbow, step that right foot forward, top of the mat, lizard lunge. And hands to the inside. You can choose to come down onto the elbows here if you would like. Option is to drop the knee if you need. And if you've got that knee lifted, keep extending through that heel. So there's an active, very active leg. And then we'll press into the hands if you're on the elbows. We'll step that left foot forward, top of the mat, Malasana Squat. Lower the hips. Elbows press to the insides of the knees, lift the chest, close the eyes. Receive the breath in. Open the mouth, release the breath out. Stand tall, inhale, sweep arms up. Heel toe the feet together, hip width apart. Exhale, palms of the hands to heart space. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through spine. Exhale, plant the hands, plank pose. Inhale, back to those push-ups. Drop the knees if you need. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, halfway. Inhale up. Two more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Lower all the way or move through your vinyasa. Urdhva mukha or cobra. Exhale, ardhva mukha, downward facing. Left leg goes high. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, draw knee in towards that left elbow. Hold. Oh, nose, sorry, nose. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round, hold. Draw shoulders a little further forward, chin a little closer, and then step that foot forward, top of the mat. Outside of that hand, extend through that heel. Option to drop down onto the elbows. Option also to drop the knee if you need. Keep extending through that back heel. Active right leg, glute. And then if you're on the elbows, you'll come back up onto the hands. We'll step that right foot forward, top of the mat, Malasana Squat, lower the hips down. Press the knees away, thumbs towards the center of the heart. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Sweep the hands up, inhale. Heel toe the feet back to hip width apart and exhale, hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen through spine. Exhale, plank pose, flow through your vinyasa. Lower, drop the knees if you need. Elbows stay in halfway. Inhale, urdhva mukha, cobra. Exhale, ardhva mukha, pressing back. Good. We'll take that right leg high, sweep it up. Yeah. Next, exhale, draw knee in towards the elbow, hold. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Three-legged dog, inhale. Knee to elbow, exhale. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, hold, look forward, lift that knee up a little bit higher, and then step foot to the outside of that right hand. This time we move a little further forward, reaching the hands forward. Again, option to drop the knees, drop the elbows. Allow that right knee to splay. And then we're going to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to drop the knee down to the earth, and then that right arm will sweep up to the sky. Option here to lift the back of that left foot. Even if you don't take the hand to the foot, maybe lift it. If you can take the foot, draw the hip back or the buttocks back to the heel, and then that hip forward towards the earth. Allow the right shoulder to splay, the right side body to lift. 2. And 1. Release of that foot. Bring that right hand back to the inside, and we're just going to walk back a little, sit to that heel. You can keep the hands to the inside of that right leg. Maybe you drop the elbows. Wiggle the toes a little, maybe that foot a little side to side, because that feels kind of funky. And then on your next inhale, lift the chest, step into that right foot, left foot forward, Malasana Squat. Lower hips, elbows press the knees away. And then rise up on an inhale, reaching. Exhale, palms of the hands back to heart space. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine, shoulders back. Plank pose, step or float, lower. Drop the knees where you need. Lift the chest, inhale. Hips back, exhale, downward facing. Left leg goes high. Take it here for a moment. Pressing back. Your next exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow. Three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, hold, slide it up to the tricep just a little, and then step foot forward outside of the mat. Good, you'll reach those arms forward, tent onto the fingers, bow the chest in. Option, drop the back knee. Splay this left knee out a little. 2. And 1, we'll walk those hands back underneath the shoulders, drop that right knee. Left hand reaches up, press through the right. You can stay here, you can lift the top of that foot. You can take that hand to the top of the foot. If you've got the foot, draw the hip back towards the heel and then that hip forward towards the floor. Gazing back, opening up. Nice this here. 2. And 1, a gentle release. Bring left hand back to the inside and we'll start to shift back onto that right heel. You can keep the arms to the inside of that leg. Maybe soften the elbows and chin. You can move that foot a little side to side. Maybe the toes. Last breath. And then we'll start to move forward onto the hands. Step into that left foot, right foot to the outside, Malasana Squat. You'll reach the arms out in front. And then we're going to rise up to a halfway. So the hips to align with the knees. Good. And then you can bring those elbows to the knees, hands to the ankles. And you're going to lengthen the spine here, tuck the chin in. Take your feet a little bit wider, Moan. Feet wider. Good. Lower your hips a little, Eyelet. And then from here, we can keep hold of the feet. We're going to turn the heels out a little so the feet align. And then draw the chest in towards the thighs. Hips up high. You can move the hips a little side to side if you'd like, bending the knees. Let's take a couple more breaths here. And then you can release those hands out in front, heel toe the feet back to hip width apart. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, sweep the hands up. Good, and then wrap that right arm on top of the left, eagle arms. Sit down low. Weight into the heels, maybe lift the toes. Draw the elbows out in front, in line with the shoulders. Sit down a little bit deeper. Drop the toes if you've got them lifted. And then we'll draw those elbows in towards the knees and then lift those hips up high. Inhale back to an Utkatasana with a bind in the arms. And then we'll sweep those arms up, inhale. Palms to meet, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Exhale, Vinyasa, step or float, lower, or meet us in downward facing dog. Really nice control, Aggie. Let's take that right leg high, inhale. Take it to the right elbow, exhale. Three-legged dog, inhale. To the nose, exhale, round, hold, draw it up, and then step it forward, top of the mat. Crescent lunge, reach the arms up. We bring that right arm back on top of the left. We draw that hip forward, so there's that slight bend in the back knee. That glute is engaged, elbows up in line with the shoulders. Then we can take that gaze up towards the sky, opening the chest. And on the exhale, draw those elbows towards the knees. Belly up off the thigh. Keep gazing out in front. 2. 1, left foot steps forward, top of the mat, back to Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, fold and bow in. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen through spine. Exhale, plank pose, Vinyasa, or meet us in downward dog. Really, really nice. Left leg goes high, inhale, sweep it up. Knee to left elbow, exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. To nose, exhale, round, hold. Pick the knee up a little bit more and then step it forward, top of the mat, crescent lunge, sweep the arms up. Good, left arm comes over top of right. Lift those elbows, draw that right hip forward. Keep pressing those elbows away and then start to lift the chest, the gaze. And as you exhale, draw the elbows towards the knees, shift that weight forward. Gaze is forward. Belly up. And then we'll step right foot forward, Utkatasana, inhale, lift those elbows. Exhale, sit down a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen through spine. Exhale, Vinyasa. Just move with your breath. So even if it means moving the hips, the heels in downward facing dog, the shoulders, the head. Adding on, right leg goes high, inhale. Knee to left, right elbow, exhale. There we go. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, exhale, round, step it forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Good, and then exhale, left arm on top of right, right arm on top of left. There we go. Lift those elbows, take that gaze up. And on the exhale, we'll draw forward. Come forward onto that left toe, maybe you flip the foot. Lift the belly, keep that gaze out in front. And then we're going to unravel the arms, sweep those hands back, aeroplane, coming into warrior 3. Press through that right foot. Left leg lifts. Bring the palms of the hands to heart space. Draw that left knee in towards the chest and then stand tall. Reach those arms up, left knee up, or extend that leg out in front. And then we'll sweep the hands down beside the hips, step back, warrior two, cartwheel those arms up. Exhale, settle in here. Soften the shoulders, soften the gaze. Take a deep breath in, grounding breath out. Next, inhale, flip that right palm up to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the floor, left hand reaches up, side angle pose. Use the block if you need underneath the hand. If you want to take a bind, you can. Left arm behind the back, right arm underneath. Press that knee away and then drop the hips a little bit deeper. 2, 1. If you have the bind, release the bind and we'll all bring that left hand back to the floor, both hands to the inside so you can heel toe that right foot across. You can reach those arms forward, drop that back knee if you need, or the elbows. And then as we start to walk those hands back towards the body, we can turn to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Turn that left foot out to the corner of the mat, right foot up to the sky. Use the elbows to press the knees apart. Lift the chest. And we can take that right hand down in line with that left foot, turn to the back of the mat, left arm reaches up, revolved side angle. Extend through that heel, right hand down, Dougie, left hand up. Good. You can reach that left hand back towards the back of the mat, the heel, and then sweep it around. Come back to that Skandasana position, and then to the center of the mat. Turn the toes in. Blades of the feet align with the short edges of the mat. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Inhale. And then exhale, walk those hands back towards the heels. You can take the heels if you'd like, or the calf muscles, crown of the head towards the floor. Hips up a little higher, weight into the tops of the feet. If the head's touching the floor, shorten the stance. And if the head's not, maybe you widen the stance. Last breath here. And then you can start to walk the hands forward, just underneath the shoulders. You can bring the heels in so they're underneath the knees. Goddess squat, bring those arms up. And then bring the palms of the hands down to the heart space. Good. We're going to take pulses here for 20, lowering the buttocks. 19, 18. Close the eyes. 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those elbows down to the inside. And again, we lengthen the spine to tuck the chin in. So the hips are in line with the head. And then we can turn to the top of the mat. Turn that top foot, adjust that back foot, and we'll fold over that front leg. Pyramid pose. Folding over that right leg. Keeping that back heel down on the mat. Next, inhale, lift the chest, walk the hands out in front, left foot next to the right or hip width apart. Bend the knees. Utkatasana, inhale. Right arm on top of left, exhale. Sit down low. Now from here, we're going to take that left leg up over top of the right, squeeze in the thighs or tuck the foot behind the calf muscle. And if you have the tuck or the squeeze, see where you can align the knees and elbows together. You can take the hands to shoulders, of course. Maybe you sit down a little bit deeper. Maybe you draw elbows in towards the chest or towards the knees. 3, if you fall out, come back in. 2, and then 1. Reach those arms up, lift that knee into the chest, and then exhale, drop it. Remove or resist the temptation to shake the legs out. Just allow the sensation to dissolve. You can open the mouth for a few exhalations. And then we'll sweep those hands up to the sky. Inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen through spine. Exhale, plank pose, vinyasa, or downward dog. If you're lowering chaturanga, just come halfway, protect the shoulders. Exhale, downward dog. Nice eyelet. Left leg goes high, inhale. Knee to left elbow, exhale. Three-legged dog, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale, round, step it forward. Crescent lunge, reach those arms up. Left elbow on top of right. Elbows up in line with the shoulders, press those forearms out and away. And then you can start to move forward. Elbows towards the knee, lift the belly up off the thigh, maybe flip onto the top of that right foot. 2. And then maybe sweep those hands back, airplane, lift that right leg, warrior 3. Squeeze the toes, keep that right hip in line with the left, reach through the crown of the head, draw shoulders back, and then draw right knee into the chest, arms up to the sky. Right leg maybe extend out in front, find that length through side body. And then we'll sweep that right leg back, and then open the arms up, warrior 2. Soften in to that front knee, adjust the feet as you need. So that left heel is in line with the arc of that right. Turn the toes in just a little messier, that back foot. And sit down a little bit deeper. There we go. Knee comes out just a little. And align the foot. There we go. Take a deep breath in. Out. Lift the left palm, reverse the warrior, inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Take the block to the inside or hand to the floor, right arm reaches up, take a bind. If you would like, if it's in your practice, if it's what you're feeling for today. Sit the hips down a little bit deeper. Keep opening chest, drawing shoulder back. 2. Gaze up, maybe, come it. And then 1, if you have the bind, release the bind. We'll bring that right arm to the inside of the leg. We'll reach those arms forward. Back onto tented fingers. Bow the chin in. Splay that knee. And then as we start to walk the hands back in, we'll turn to the back of the mat, Skandasana. If it's available, you can bring the hands to heart. Use that right elbow to press the knee away. Lift the toes of the left foot. Press firmly into that right heel if it's down. Very nice. And then from here, we'll bring the hands through center. We'll turn to the back of the mat, left hand down, right arm up, revolved side angle. Extend through that heel, engage the glutes. Draw that right knee in a little and sit a little bit deeper. You can stay here in revolved Trikonasana, or you can come into side angle. Up to you. And then we'll sweep that hand back towards the heel and then around towards the middle of the mat. Align the feet back to our wide leg forward fold. So draw the blades of the feet in, hands underneath the shoulders, and then we can fold in. Take the hands to the heels, ankles, calf muscles. Maybe move the hips a little side to side, create a little more space. Last couple of breaths, come a little bit deeper, crown of the head a little closer, hips up a little higher. And then on your next inhale, You'll start to lift up. You can bring the hands to the earth, bring feet, the heels in, bend the knees. And then we'll sweep those arms up, inhale. We'll take right arm on top of the left, exhale. And sit the hips down a little bit deeper. And then we'll take pulses for 10, 9, 8, draw the elbows out, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep the arms up, extend through the legs for a moment. And then left arm on top of right, squat down low. And again, another 10 pulses, elbows out in line with the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach those arms up. Bring the hands to interlace behind the back, turn the heels out. Left thumb on top of right. Inhale, lift the chest, draw the hips forward. Exhale, fold forward. Crown of the head towards the floor. Arms up towards the sky. For 3, relax the facial muscles, the breath. 2. And 1. Release the hands down to the floor, turn to the top foot. Adjust that right foot so it's hip width apart, that back heel is on the mat. From pyramid, forward fold. Lift the chest and then bow in. 2. 1. Inhale, lift the chest. Good. You'll draw that right foot forward, bend the knees, Utkatasana, inhale. Let's take that left leg on top of the right and right arm on top of the left, squeeze together. This is the other side, correct? Other side. Right leg on top. There we go. Change it up. Left arm on top. There we go. We started with the arms left. Let's sit down a little bit deeper. Keep the elbows lifted in line with the shoulders and then forearms out. If you feel steady and would like to draw the elbows in, keep the elbows in, the gaze shifts down. 3, 2, and then 1. Rise. Release the arms, knee up into the chest, and then the palms together, drop that foot. Resist the temptation to shake the legs out. Allow it to shift with your awareness. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. Open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen through spine. Exhale, plank pose, Vinyasa, flow. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. We're going to add on a tiny bit before we come down onto the mat. We'll flow with the breath. Right leg lifts up, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose round, step it forward, top of the mat, warrior 1. This time press through the blade of that left foot. Good, reach arms up. And then we'll take right arm on top of left. Lift those elbows up, gaze up, left hip forward. Exhale, draw to the inside of that right leg. Fingers down towards the earth. Inhale, lift the chest, gaze up. And then exhale, fold. Elbows towards the earth, fingers down. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, fold. This inhale, lift up. We just bring those elbows to halfway to hover above the knee. We can turn onto the ball of that left foot, gaze forward, flip onto the top of that left foot. Option to airplane those arms, left leg reaches back. And then fly those arms up, knee up into the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, warrior 2, cartwheel arms back. Inhale, reach up, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm reaches forward, top of the mat. Follow the thumb with your gaze. And then bring that thumb down towards the earth, Skandasana, back of the mat. Left hand down to the floor. Use the block if you need. Right arm reaches up. Inhale. Option to take that bind behind the back. Maybe take the fingers of the left hand. Flex that right foot. Move it a little side to side. Feeling shoulder back, gaze up. 2. 1. If you have the bind, release the bind. Bring that right hand to the inside of the left side angle pose, revolved, back of the mat. Left hand sweeps down and around. We walk the hands back through center and back to the front of the mat. Lift that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, standing split. You can take that right hand behind the calf muscle, chin in towards the shin. And then you can release that right hand if you have it behind the leg. Left knee comes in towards the nose, round. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, round. Last one, inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, round. Press down through the right sole of the foot. Bring the hands up to heart space as you rise. Left ankle on top of the right. Lift, draw hips forward, left knee back. Option, if you want to at any point, you can transition to tree pose, or from here, we're sitting the hips down low. Figure of 4. You can keep the spine long, or you can take the elbows down to the knee, the arc of the foot. If you'd like to bring the hands to the earth and lift or bind. For 3, sit down a little bit deeper. 2, nice Melina. And 1, start to stand tall, press your right foot, drop the left, be still. Receive the breath, open the mouth, release the breath. Ooh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen through spine. Exhale, plank pose, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the chest. Good, Sue. Exhale, press back. Left leg goes high, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round, step it forward, warrior 1. Press through the blade of that foot, reach arms up to the sky. And then left arm comes on top of the right, eagle arms. Press forearms out towards me. Lift the chest, inhale, right hip forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Your exhale, just fold to a halfway. Draw elbows towards the knee. Shift onto the ball of that right foot, maybe onto the top. Good. And then airplane those arms back. Sweep that right leg up. Warrior 3. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky, knee into the chest. And then warrior 2, open up. Reverse the warrior, inhale. Extended side angle, left hand down, right arm reaches forward. Take that gaze to the thumb. And as you exhale, sweep that right hand down, shift to the back of the mat. Skandasana, right hand to the inside of that foot. Maybe take a bind, maybe lift this left arm up. We'll keep the hands to the earth. Good. Lift the toes up to the sky, maybe move the foot a little. 2 and 1. Release the bind. Bring both hands to left hand down to the back of the mat. Right arm reaches up, revolved, side angle. Extend through that back heel. Right knee in a little mark. There we go. And then sweep that right hand down and around. Move to the back, to the center of the mat. And then to the front of the mat. We bring those hands forward, back foot comes up. Good. And then fold in, standing split, left hand behind the calf muscle, maybe. If that left foot, lift the leg up a little higher. 2, 1, release that left calf muscle, hands underneath the shoulders, draw knee in towards the nose, round. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round. Inhale, extend it back. Knee in towards the nose, round. Press down through that left foot, bring hands to heart, and then stand tall. Lifting knee up, ankle on top of that left thigh. Lift the chest, draw hips forward. And then you can start to sit back. And if you'd like to transition to tree pose, you can. Maybe bring elbows towards the knee, the arc of the foot. If you want to take that lift or arm balance, you can. 3, 2, 1. Start to rise up. Draw knee into the chest. Drop the foot, close the eyes, be still. Deep breath in through the nose. Complete breath out through the mouth. Sweep the hands along the earth, Utkatasana. Drop the hips down low, buttocks back towards the heels, round through the upper back, tuck the chin, roll back, Navasana boat pose. Keep the knees together, shift the heels up. If you would like, at any point, you can drop the toes down back to the earth or lift them up a little higher and maybe a little higher. And 5, let the legs shake. 4, if you'd like a little bit more, lift the arms up overhead. I don't want that. 3, 2, and 1. Half boat. Stand through the toes, squeeze them together, reach through those fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor, knees up into the chest, sweep the legs up, Halasana. If you're on your cycle or you have a sensitive spine, you can keep the legs lifted and just use the block underneath the hips. If we're in Halasana, drawing the heels, the feet towards the earth. Thank you, Wendy. Yep. If you want, you can just take this underneath the hips. There we go. And lift. No, there. Yeah. And then from Halasana, you can bring the hands to the lower back, to the space as close as you can towards the shoulder blades, and then lift those legs up to the sky. Keep the chin tucked into the chest. Squeeze pelvic floor, inner thighs together. Elbows draw as close as you can towards the center of the mat, right underneath. Lift the legs just a little bit higher. And then you can take the legs wide. You can draw that right foot forward, left foot back. So take a little twist. Maybe you shift the weight from one hand and then turn the legs the other way to the other. Nice. And then you can bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Konasana. Good. Maybe you can take a half lotus position, hooking one heel to the top of the thigh, or maybe double the lotus, full lotus. Just play the legs, the hips above the heart. Yeah. And in the next 5 breaths, you can start to unravel. So you can draw the knees down towards the ears. Come out the same way you came up, so rolling down, pressing the hands back into the earth. You can draw the soles of the feet onto the mat. You'll just rock side to side to take the palms of the hands underneath the buttocks. So the arms are reaching towards the heels. So the elbows are tucked in beside you. Really important to counter our shoulder stance. So you can extend the legs, press through the heels, press through the elbows, look up to the toes, look towards me. Lift the chest, the ribs, and then drop the crown of the head back onto the mat. Take an inhale through the nose. Release the breath out through the mouth. Take a couple more like that, inhaling and exhaling. And then you can start to untuck the head, bring the head to the earth, untuck the arms, the hands. You can draw that right knee into the chest, and you'll take a twist to finish the practice. If there's anything else that you would like to move through today, please feel free to do so. And then if you've taken that twist to the left, you come back, extend that right leg, left knee in, take it over to the other side. And then you can come back through center. You can draw the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to sway out wide. You can bring the left hand to the heart, that right hand to the belly. Allow the shoulders to drop. Tuck the chin in slightly. Allow the breath to slow, the beat of the heart to slow. And just give yourself 5 to 10 breaths in this position before extending the legs to Shavasana. Every exhalation, allowing the body to relax a little deeper, to feel the support of the earth beneath you. And you can start to extend the legs if you would like. You can keep the hands as they are, connected to the body, to the intuition, to the heart space. Or you can simply open them up to the side of the mat. I invite you to welcome in energy that you wish to embody, emotion you wish to carry with you as you step off of your mat today.